Now I'm going to teach you guys some divisibility rules. This is how you can look at a number and tell if it's divisible by 2 or 4 or 5 or 3 or 9. Like, you can just tell by looking. These are absolutely essential rules that you guys know. They are one of the most helpful things I ever learned, and I use it all the time. Not just because I'm a math teacher, but I do actually use these all the time. And the beauty of these rules is you don't really need a calculator. And remember, if you're going to be teaching elementary school or like early middle school, y'all don't sit up there with calculators. The students don't use calculators in class. So you've got to be able to do this stuff without a calculator. So the idea for divisibility rules is no calculator. You should not have to pick up a calculator to find out if anything is divisible by a certain number. So we're going to start off with the simplest rules, which is the rules for 2, 5, and 10. And you need to be able to use these rules, but you also need to be able to state them. You have to be able to state what the rule is. So I don't know if you want to make flashcards for these or what, but these are all really good rules. So these first three are lumped together because they only require you to look at the ones digit in the number to tell if it's divisible by 2, 5, or 10. So how you tell if a whole number is divisible by 2 is you look at the ones digit. If it's an even number, 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8, just the ones digit, then it's divisible by 2. If the ones digit is a 0 or 5, one or the other, the number is divisible by 5. And think about when you skip count by 5s, you go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. See, all the numbers I just said end in either a 0 or a 5. And a number is divisible by 10 if and only if the ones digit is a 0. And you probably already know that rule. If a number ends in 0, it's divisible by 10. All right, so let's go through some examples in the little chart. We're going to take these numbers and figure out if it's divisible by 2, 5, and 10. So we'll start with 630. We'll start with that one. All you have to do is look at the ones digit. Is it divisible by 2? Well, I don't know. Is that ones digit even? Yes. So yes, that number is divisible by 2. Is it divisible by 5? Yes, because the ones digit has to be either a 0 or a 5, and it's a 0. So that's divisible by 5. Is it divisible by 10? Yes, because it ends in a 0. And it's that quick. You shouldn't need a calculator. Don't tell me 630 is divisible by 10 because when I divide it on the calculator, no. Like, you lose me at that point. We want to state the rules. All right, let's look at 20,255, right? Big number. All we have to look at, though, is that number. Is it divisible by 2? Well, is that ones digit even? No. Is it divisible by 5? Yes, because it ends in a 5. Is it divisible by 10? No, because it doesn't end in a 0. And then the last one, 213, you just have to look at the 3. Is it divisible by 2? Nope. That's not even. Is it divisible by 5? Nope. That doesn't end in a 0 or a 5. Is it divisible by 10? Nope. So that one's not divisible by any of those. So those are the divisibility rules for 2, 5, and 10. Make sure you know them.